Our guest is with Nograd from Budapest. Hi.
Yes, hello. My name is Anita KRICSFALVI, and I'm an attorney in Hungary, dealing mainly with film business, but now it's a new challenge for me. I have a land for ecotouristic development near Budapest, the capital, about 55 kilometers, half an hour drive towards north, towards the Slovakian border. And we would like to develop this ecotouristic hotel facility using environmentally friendly materials, energy use. So it should combine new technologies as well.
Okay. Let's go back a little bit. So you're an attorney,
Yes.
and what made you first off get involved in buying this piece of land?
Well, I think it's a kind of love at first sight. It was a private initiative from my part. I just happened to go out one day and I saw a nice castle ruin from that land. It was just an advertisement in the paper at the beginning, and there is a very, very nice view on a castle ruin because it's a very historic place. Nograd is a name for the whole county, so it used to be the biggest castle during history. During the Turkish Empire, unfortunately, it was ruined, and then the Habsburgs, the Austrians, destroyed the rest, basically. So we have a ruin under some development, some further research is being done, and we try to improve the touristic capacity of the village.
So this is 2 hectares, roughly 6 acres, next to a national park or national forest.
Exactly, let's call it national park. It's called the Duna-Ipoly National Park, which means that Duna is one river, the Danube, coming through all of Europe basically, and Ipoly is just a smaller river connecting Slovakia, basically Slovakia and Hungary. It's on the border, so that's the name of the national park. But it's mainly not too high mountains, as Hungary doesn't have too high mountains, but it's about 900 meters. You have nice touristic pathways and mountain biking, so you can have a series of sport facilities around. Hunting, of course, we have wild animals in those forests. And as I said, it's a unique opportunity to combine cultural heritage and folklore. The proximity of Budapest is a very interesting aspect, I think, because Budapest is a metropolis. It has very important cultural life.
Half an hour away, right?
Yes, exactly. And we have quite a good road.
And this Eco Lodge will have what kind of services? What kind of people will be around to tell me about the cultural heritage and such?
First of all, the Eco Lodge would target not only tourists, but also mainly companies or people visiting Budapest as well. So it could be combined with the Budapest tourist facilities, so that people can get a site within a short period of time, like just popping out of the city during a conference to have a dinner, to have 1 night, 2 nights, and just feel the spirit of the Hungarian countryside. This village in particular has 1,500 inhabitants, mainly elderly people, because they're young, in lack of real living, they go to the city. So it's also for the sustainable development of the village. It would be very nice to improve tourism. Gastronomy is an important point in Hungary, so I think all these folklore, tradition, gastronomy, organic food production is very, very important, besides this cultural castle ruin.
You say the city is half an hour away.
Yes.
So they're going half an hour away from this area of population 1,500.
No, actually no. They go to closer cities to work. Like within a 20-kilometer circles, you have 2 towns, smaller towns. They are industrial towns about 30 kilometers away. But in that particular area, because of the national park and because of the policy, it's mainly agricultural land now. They grow raspberries and other fruits. But because agriculture is dying pretty much in Europe, the producers don't have any revenue on it, so they really turn towards ecotourism, which could combine their agriculture, rural and organic food production with the possibility to locally sell them. So I think it's a very good project for the region there.
So you were telling me earlier you're at the stage where of the architectural designs, and then you have to go through the financing cycle, and of course to finally build it. How long do you think it's going to take before you have your lodge?
Well, yes, as you said correctly, we are now we have a foundation, which is Nograd Foundation. The website tells more about this, the state of the project at this moment. It's in a development stage. We have an architectural, let's say, competition, so we will have 7 or 8 idea projects, which is the basic, so that I could present to potential investors, co-financers, who would join me in the equity share, and then we could go to get maybe important European subsidies or national subsidies. So it's also a good investment opportunity. I think that I hope to start building in 1 year, I think, and to finish the whole project to get ready within 3 years, for sure.
This European subsidy is part of the EU's funding for admittance of your country into the EU?
Yes, basically, just recently our government has received a green light that they can work out exactly what target this EU block of funds will go to. And our project fits into different, several funding possibilities: the rural development, tourism development, alternative energy, environment, because we would like to keep sustainable development and environment protection. So actually, I think that roundabout
Cultural?
cultural, yes, definitely, yes, yes, but cultural, it's let's say a lot of cultural heritage projects are already in for funding, so probably we can manage it in other. But we hope to get a 50% intensity, I mean, from funding.
And so culturals, that fund was approved earlier, and a lot of applications are in, and you're saying the 3 you're going to go in with are more newly funded. Huh?
I wouldn't say only that. Yes, of course, cultural fundings are very popular because within with a long history and a long tradition, as Hungary has, also for culture, I think it has been available for more time. And nowadays we have newer priorities like environment, employment, first of all, because our rural areas have a big difficulty of employment. So I think it's just where we put the emphasis. We might put the emphasis on culture, as the local government does it, because they get subsidy probably for the castle renovation. But my goal as a private investor, let's say, is to try to find the most appropriate current tenders, which I think is more environment, employment, sustainable development.
And do you happen to know how much money the EU is providing your country?
Well, it's a good question. I couldn't tell you exact figures, but it's for a 7-year period, and well, it's I can't tell you exact figures.
Okay. In the billions.
Yes, of course, yes.
Well, best of luck with your project. It sounds like you're approaching it the way it should, and you're here attending the International Ecotourism Conference, getting lots of ideas of how other people have done it.
Exactly, and a very interesting lecture we have just heard about environmentally friendly energy use from Japan, for example. So it's a worldwide current issue, and I think we can make good networking here and try to spread these ideas.
Thank you.